Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Virgin to Me. I have brought back Kelly Roma because we're discussing like the most difficult thing ever.
Complicated. Yes.
It really
yes.
is. We're going to discuss the most exciting thing ever. Itineraries. I don't know that that's exciting in any way, shape, or form. It is kind of exciting, but okay. So I don't even know how to explain this, but Virgin was simple.
They used to be very simple. It was like 5 itineraries. Here you go. You want 4 nights, 5 nights,
Yeah.
6 nights, or 8 nights.
Simple.
That was it.
Simple. Not anymore. There is nothing simple about this. We have cheat sheets, people. We have more cheat sheets. We've got all the cheat sheets because we're like, wait, what? Because next year is crazy.
Yeah. They have a lot of one-offs.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about 2025 basically, and we're going to try and make it simplified because I don't even know that we can simplify it because it's that difficult. So we're going to start with, where are the lady ships? Because that's going to start us in the simple direction, isn't it? Don't we think that's the best way?
Yes.
So 2025, only 2025, people. That's all we're talking about here because it's crazy town in 2025. But the cool part is that we should, while we're sitting here saying that it's crazy town, they did a really good, there's some really amazing itineraries that I think people just miss because they just consider Virgin doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Let's go there. Let's go there. Do you want to go there? We're going to go there.
We're going.
All right, so let's talk about across the world with our lady ships. This is an internal document that we cannot show you, I don't think. Can we?
I think it's out there.
Okay, just kidding.
Yeah.
We can totally show you this. We're going to post it. All right, so I don't really need to look at this, but I don't want to mess it up. So the Scarlet Lady, just speaking of this year, she gets a revamp. We've talked about that a bazillion times on our live. She gets a little zhuzh in November-ish. And she makes her way back here. When I say back here, I mean the Caribbean, in December. And then that's when all hell breaks loose because all 3 are here, which is going to be the coolest thing ever.
It will be.
That we get all 3 ships in the Caribbean.
I wonder if they're planning to pass, when they pass by each other and do all that.
God.
Yeah, we need to figure out I know.
Yeah.
We need to be on one.
We need to be on that sailing. 100%.
We
did.
By accident.
But if all 3 of them,
I know,
that would
really
be
cool.
amazing. So they have done, if you don't know this, they have done where they first made a big deal out of it a while ago.
Yeah.
Where Valiant passed Scarlet. And it was a huge deal. They did all kinds of marketing and videos and all that stuff. And then recently we passed by. Were we on? Oh, shoot. I don't know which one we were on. We had to have been on Scarlet and Valiant passed us.
Yep.
Yes, that's what it was. Valiant was coming back from the Caribbean or something like that. Or going to the Caribbean. One of the two. She was coming back from the Caribbean and we passed her. Or maybe she was going. Shoot. I don't remember. This is terrible. And we actually ended up passing her, which was really cool. Oh, no, that's what it was. Okay, it's finally coming back to me. We were on a random wonky sailing because a random hurricane was in the Caribbean in December. And we got all the way to Mexico. And she was doing 6-nighters at the time.
Right.
6, 7 nighters or something like that. And we just happened to pass her because our itinerary was all messed up, but hers was fine because of the way it worked out for the hurricane, but ours was messed up and we actually happened to get to pass her, which was really cool. So it was a moment that was super fun and we everyone was outside, but they never made an announcement.
No.
Scarlet never made an announcement to us, but Valiant made an announcement to them. So they were all out on the decks and I had clients on the other and she had clients on and they were texting us going, "We see you," because they knew we were on the Scarlet, which was really cool.
Yep.
And then we were out there with a bunch of crew and they were waving to all their friends and family over, on the other ship. So crew knew, we didn't know, but because we know people and we know crew, they were like, "What are you doing?" We're like, "What do you mean? What are we doing?" We're like, "Why aren't you out on the deck?" I'm like, "We didn't know we're supposed to be on the deck." They're like, "Valiant's passing." I'm like, "Wait, what?" So we went running in our craziness and saw it. So it was really cool. It was a cool moment as the ship was like this.
Yeah, that was a crazy
crazy ride.
Yeah.
So, okay, back to Scarlet coming back to the Caribbean. She's going to hang out. Where does she hang out? From Miami, actually. She does 6 and 8 nighters from Miami all the way till April, May. And then April, May, she'll do her transatlantic over to the Med. And she's in the Med for a while. And then she does Portsmouth, we're on her for Reykjavik, which I didn't realize. And then she comes back again in November for the Caribbean. She'll do another TA, transatlantic, obviously, to the Caribbean. And so that's her turn in 2025. So that's where she's going to be. So she's with us in the Caribbean for 6 to 8 nights. We'll go over those itineraries in a minute. And then she leaves and goes to the Med and does Med, not Greece. She does all of Barcelona and all of that. And then goes into UK, Europe, midsummer? Yeah, midsummer-ish. And then comes back to the Caribbean in November. So then Valiant Lady is pretty much just chilling with us the whole Caribbean, but she has some really cool sailing. So she's here in Miami the whole year next year. And then at the end, it looks like she goes to San Juan. So at the end of November, she ends up in San Juan and does 7 and 11. Wow, I combined those. 7 and 11 night sailings from San Juan in the Caribbean in November of 2025. So that's what it says. It starts November 2025. So we have to look in that. I don't know. I'm just following the thing here. I don't know about that. But that's what it says. And then the Resilient Lady, we get her back, which is super exciting, in November. This is the first time she'll be in the U.S., which is really cool and exciting. And we actually just got invited on a really cool 2-nighter sailing to kind of just check out the ship. The sailing to nowhere is what I call it.
Yes.
The sailing to nowhere. And it's really just because she hasn't been over here yet. So Virgin's letting First Mates, I shouldn't say letting, they're having us come on board and sail for 2 nights in the sailing to nowhere, which was very exciting. But anyway, she starts here in November of this year. And then she does 5 and 6 night sailings out of Miami. And then she heads over to San Juan in December, is it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. In December, she heads over to San Juan. You're right, because then her holiday sailings are in San Juan.
Yep.
So the Resilient will be in San Juan, which we will then join her again.
In February.
And then she goes as well on a transatlantic somewhere probably in April, end of April. And she ends up back in Greece next summer. And she spends almost the whole summer in Greece, honestly, doing
some pretty cool sailings.
Yeah. And then she then goes to Barcelona and then does a Barcelona transatlantic around October. And then comes back to the Med again for the end of the year and does 6 to 8 nights in Miami. So that is 2025 and gives you an idea of where the lady ships will be. So we'll put this over here just in case we need it. I'm not sure that we do, but we'll just put it there. And then we'll pull out the 2025 Caribbean sailings. That's what I feel like it should say. Caribbean sailings. So these are going to be probably out of order, but we're going to go through and kind of talk about some one-off ones that are different. But let's talk about the normal ones first. That's kind of easy. So the normal ones, you want to go over what they always do. These are like resident. I feel like it's like, what do you want to call it? Like the resident tour, the OG tour of Virgin Voyages. So these are all staying, and it's, what are we saying it's on? The Valiant, right? We're saying those are on the Valiant. Yes. Yep. Yeah, those stay on the Valiant.
So you have the 4-night Fire and Sunset soiree that goes to Key West. All of these go to Bimini that leave from Miami. You have a 5-night Dominican Days, which goes to Puerto Plata. There is the Mayan Soul, which is also 5 nights that goes to Costa Maya. There's the Riviera Maya, that's also 5 nights, that goes to Cozumel. Then there's the Western Caribbean Charm. That's a 6-night sailing. I believe that might be not on the Valiant, though.
No, I don't think that was on the Valiant.
Right. Let's see where Scarlet. That's on Scarlet. And then there's the Eastern Caribbean Antilles, which is an 8-night sailing. I'm guessing is also on Scarlet. Those are the staple itineraries. And just to elaborate on the Eastern Caribbean Antilles, it goes to it leaves from Miami, goes to Puerto Plata, San Juan, St. Croix,
and the Bimini. And the Bimini.
In the Bimini.
I was going to say the beach club, but just combined it. The Bimini. So, and it has a couple sailing days in there, obviously. But that's the Eastern Caribbean Antilles, if you're wondering where that goes. There are a couple sailings this year. I know I said 2025, but there are a couple sailings this year that I want to touch on that people are kind of missing and not really paying attention to, but I think are really, really cool. We've talked about them. And honestly, if we had time, I really feel like we should do them. But we never have any time. So here we are on November 15th through the 21st, right before we board the 2-night sailing to nowhere, is Grand Turk to Puerto Plata and Bimini. So that's a really cool sailing. It's November 15th through the 21st. It's 6 nights on the Resilient Lady, and it's Grand Turk, which, oh my gosh, if you've never been, go listen to the Grand Turk that we posted a couple weeks ago. I don't remember when we posted it, but it's phenomenal and one of my favorite ports. Puerto Plata, which I just absolutely love. That's the DR, in case you don't know. And then, of course, Bimini, and there's a couple sailing days in there. So it's a 6-night sailing. These are one-off sailings that they're kind of, they threw in there to, I don't know what, to get the schedule right, make sure everyone's in the right spot. You know what I mean? Like these aren't going to be normal sailings. And then this is another one that I love. Hold on, give me a second. I think she maybe mentioned it. It's also on the Resilient Lady. It's November 10th through the 15th, 2024. It's Costa Maya and Cozumel Charm. So this is very rare. Well, it might be rare now, but it might be, a few more coming. But, where you go to Costa Maya and Cozumel in the same sailing. So I love that about this itinerary. You get both of those, and it's a 6-night sailing. 6-night? 5-night, sorry. 5-night sailing, 6-day. And you have 2 sailing days. No Bimini.
No Bimini.
No Bimini. Crazy town, right?
Yeah.
So this will be the first time I feel like there's like a no Bimini, except for when we go on the sailing to nowhere. There's going to be no Bimini on a sailing. So there's no Bimini on this one, just to Mexicos. So if you love yourself some Mexico and enjoyed a little bit of our talk about the margaritas and chocolate, that's the sailing for you. So those 2 are actually in 2024. They're in November, and they're on the Resilient Lady, which is, again, her first, I think it's really her first turn here, are those 2 things.
Yeah.
I guess we could probably look at that, but.
Yep, she starts with
that one, the one I said.
Costa Maya and Cozumel. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. When she gets back here, that's her first one.
Yep.
So now we're probably going to be going a little bit out of order because I just kind of took pictures of these as I saw them. This one always seems to be a big deal. This is also a in 2024. This is the one-way San Juan sojourn. It's November 30th through December 6th. So it's 6 nights, and it goes to Grand Turk again, Puerto Plata, sailing day, and St. Kitts. And it ends up in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. And it leaves from Miami. So people loved that last year. Mm-hmm. This one's really cool because it's got some great stops in it. I mean, St. Kitts. Oh, I love St. Kitts. We had fun there. Lots of fun. So that one's also in 2024. I know I said 2025, but I just keep wanting to tell you guys these just in case you missed them. And then the pre-holiday Caribbean refresh, also on the Resilient Lady. Jeez Louise, the Resilient Lady. She's like making her rounds here.
She's coming in and she's going right.
She really is. She's like, and I'm taking over the crib. Everybody else, watch out. This is my turn. So December 6th, I think I'm reading that right. December 6th through the 14th is she's leaving Puerto Rico and going to Tortola, St. Martin, Barbados, Martinique, St. Lucia, and St. Kitts, and then back to Puerto Rico. And with 1 sailing day. So the one thing that I love about Virgin is that we did an itinerary similar to that, and there was hardly any sailing days.
Yeah.
Like they just stop. They just keep stopping. Like there, get off. Here, get off. It's almost like a yacht, but on a ship. Like I feel like that's the experience you would get. We have yet to do this, but it's on the list. Chartering a yacht and like stopping every day and just getting off and enjoying the town and then getting back on. So that's one of the things that I just absolutely love about Virgin is that they don't try to keep you on board to make money, although they should. Let's be honest. They want to make money. That's how you do it, right? But they take you to all these places. Like this one, I mean, like I said, 1 sailing day. You get your money's worth. You're on and off the ship. You're seeing all kinds of islands at that point. Excuse me. Here's another one. This is completely off. This one is in 2025, but it's Colombia and Caribbean Islands. So this was a big deal because people love this one. This one's April 1st through the 12th. It's 11 nights. This is a long sailing, but it stops in Colombia. So it's Cartagena, Aruba, Curacao, Dominica, Antigua, and St. Martin. So it's a lot. And there's there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 sailing days in there, which is
For 11 nights. That's good.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good balance.
Yeah. So that one was a big deal too when it came out. Everyone loved that one. I'm trying to see what else here we're missing. This one was pretty exciting for me. I loved this one. Grand Cayman was new this year, or came out this year, but for next year. So it's 2025. They threw in Grand Cayman. I love Grand Cayman. We talk about this all the time. So if you like Grand Cayman, excuse me, these are great itineraries. So this is a 7-nighter on the Valiant Lady from July 13th through the 20th. And it leaves from Miami and it's a sailing day, Grand Cayman, sailing day, Mexico, so Costa Maya, sailing day, Beach Club Bimini. That is an excellent sailing. I love Grand Cayman. I think it's a great place.
Me too.
Great
I
place.
haven't been in years, but
I know mine was 2 years ago and with the kid, so it was a little different. Okay, so here's another one-off 10-nighter, Puerto Rican days and Caribbean nights. So again, it's leaving from Puerto Rico, from San Juan, and it's going to literally every island. I mean, you see all the islands, it's like, oh, we'll stop here and here and here and here. Like it's literally every island. So they go to Tortola, Antigua, St. Kitts, Martinique, St. Lucia, Barbados, St. Vincent, and then back to Puerto Rico. There's 2 sailing days in there. I mean, if you want, again, another yacht, in my opinion, yacht experience, like you're just constantly stopping at islands, which is like, if you've never visited that, it's phenomenal. Did I say when that one was? March 22nd.
I don't think you did.
I don't think I did either. March 22nd through April 1st, 2025. And then here's another Caribbean with Colombia, another 11 nights. And that says it's on the Resilient and Valiant Lady. That's kind of confusing. But you can probably just look it up. But anyways, it's San Juan, Puerto Rico, Cartagena, Curacao, Aruba, St. Lucia, Antigua, St. Martin. I think I might have announced that one, but it had a different name. And then here's the one we're doing.
St. Isles and Caribbean Seas.
I love that you remember the name because I ask her this all the time. I'm like, what the heck is the name of this thing that we're going on? I'm like, I know where we're going, but I don't know what the heck the name of it is. And because I'll tell people, I'll be like, oh, we're doing that again. So if you have, I mean, I'm assuming this isn't your first podcast, but you've heard me talk about the fact that we went last year to, what was the name of that one? Jeez Louise.
Sunsets in the Lesser Antilles.
Apparently, I have no idea what names are, but I'll know yours. Oh my gosh. Anyways, that one was super fun. We loved it so much that we said we're doing it again, and we're going to catch the islands that we missed. So what happens is they kind of like, they're like every other one. They're like Aruba, Curacao. Like they keep just missing, like they'll skip over islands, right? So this time we're going back and we're doing the same thing, but just the opposite. So we're very excited about it. So we're doing this one on February 8th. And again, it's on the Resilient January to March-ish probably.
Yeah, probably.
And it leaves from San Juan. It goes to Tortola, Barbados, St. Lucia, Antigua, and St. Martin. So we're very excited about that. And only one sailing day.
Wow, we're going to be exhausted.
We are going to be exhausted. And that's the funny thing that, like I say that, it's a different, when you do these other sailings, we talked about this before, like in Europe, same thing. You're constantly getting off the ship. There's no sailing days. Like you're not like, let me just hang out. Like this is, I don't want to say it's not a relaxing trip because that sounds terrible, but it really isn't.
It's really not.
It's not.
No.
If you've, like obviously maybe if you live in Europe, right, and you do the sailing, then you're kind of like, I don't want to get off there. I've seen that a bazillion times. Like, go ahead.
When we go to Nassau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where you get your relaxing from, right? If you probably, but for those of us that don't live over there and don't have the, luxury of getting to see that every day, we're like, oh my gosh, we're like, oh, that's so cool. Pasta. Oh, coffee. This coffee's so good. Like, I don't drink coffee, but I know that everyone else loves it. So I know it's a good thing. But anyways, that's what I think happens when you go to those sailings. But there is no relaxing, just like you said, which is okay. So they're also doing the sunset in the Lesser Antilles again this year, coming year, 2025, on the Resilient Lady, and it will be January to March. And that is, again, from Puerto Rico, Aruba, Curacao, Martinique, and St. Kitts, with 2 sailing days in there. And then this one I thought was really, really cool. It's 7 nights. It's kind of new for them, I have to be honest. I shouldn't say kind of. It's on the Resilient Lady. It looks like there was one in November 2025. And then I think that's it. This is just in November. It's the Jamaican and Cayman Coves, it says. Did you see that one?
I did.
I think that one's cool.
Yeah.
So it leaves from Miami and it goes to Jamaica, Grand Cayman, and Bimini. They threw in Bimini this time.
Nice.
I have to say, honestly, I would totally do that one. We should probably look at it.
Okay.
All right.
Don't have to twist my arm.
I know, right? It's and it's Miami to Miami. So there are 3 sailing days in that one because it's kind of weird and wonky to get to Jamaica. You got to go around all those islands like Cuba and all that stuff. You got to figure out how to get around it. So it takes a little bit. You can't just go over it. So they need those sailing days in there. So that is Grand Cayman. And then here's an interesting one. San Juan, Barbados and beyond, which is completely different than St. Isles in the Caribbean seas. And sunsets in the Lesser Antilles. I got it now. This is also leaving from Puerto Rico, and it's St. Martin Sailing Day, St. Lucia, Barbados, Martinique, St. Kitts, and then back. And that's a 7-night on the Resilient Lady, March 1st. I sold a lot of that one too. People like that one. The other one here's another San Juan, St. Vincent, Barbados, and more. This is a 10-nighter. So the cool thing is, just to pause this for a second because I feel like I'm just throwing out itineraries, is that there's so many
unique things
in the middle of like all these normal ones.
Yeah.
So if you really are looking for unique, they have it. Like, it's there. So if you're like, oh my gosh, I want a long sailing. And this is what people have been asking for. So let me tell you something, guys. If you love Virgin, book these because they will pull them if no one sails on them. Like, they listen to us. So someone had to have written in and said, I want longer sailings. And that's why they're trying to give them to us. So if we're not selling them and you guys aren't buying them, then they're going to pull them and they're going to go back to your normal 7-night, leave from Miami, go here, go there, Jamaica, Mexico, back. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be the same because no one's going to buy it. So you got to like check these ones out that are like super, super cool. Like I said, this one's 10 nights, January 11th through the 21st. And it's again from Puerto Rico. So Tortola, St. Kitts, Antigua, Martinique, Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, and then back. So it's literally, I mean, when I'm looking at this map, it's literally every island. It skips over the ABC islands. It goes right by. It's kind of like, hey, no, we're not stopping. Don't miss us. We're not stopping. And it starts in Tortola, I guess. Right? Oh, it starts in Tortola. Oops, sorry. And the last one is St. Vincent. So St. Vincent is where they say, oh, sorry, we're not stopping. So it goes this way around. It goes clockwise. Which is really cool. I mean, this is totally off the subject, but Sandals just built a Sandals in St. Vincent. So I kind of want to do that one so I can see it. We're not going to St. Vincent, are we, at any point in time?
I don't think so.
Oh, crap. Yeah, I'd kind of like to see that. So that one's cool. St. Vincent's supposed to be amazing. So do that one. That one's January 11th through the 21st, 2025. So it's coming up. If you want to do that one, that's like soon. We can't because we have other things going on.
No, we can't do that one.
That one we can't. I would get in lots of trouble. The next one for 2025 that I have is Honduras, Mexico, and Bahamas. So that one is on Scarlet Lady. It leaves October 31st, comes back on November 7th. It leaves from Miami, and you go to Honduras. So Honduras, Costa Maya, Cozumel, and the Beach Club. So it's almost kind of like Western Caribbean, right?
Yeah.
What's it? Did it just add one? There's only
don't-
2? I feel like Western Caribbean's shorter than that. Maybe they just added a sailing day?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. We're drawing a blank here. Excuse me. And then 5 nights on the Valiant Lady, April 11th through the 16th, which is interesting that they're throwing this in the middle of the the normal, I should say, the normal schedule, is the sunny days in Puerto Plata and Nassau. What do you think about that?
I mean,
Nobody
everyone
cares.
goes to Nassau.
I know. I think they did it just to test it out, maybe. I don't know.
Ooh.
Oh, we're losing it. So this one leaves Miami, sailing day, DR, Puerto Plata, sailing day, Nassau in Florida. And then back to Miami. No Bimini.
You're going to Nassau instead of Bimini.
Yeah. Are we allowed to do that? That's our reaction to that one.
I
Yikes.
think a lot of people, skip Nassau. Everyone's been to Nassau.
Yeah.
Once you've been 2,
I
3,
agree.
4, 5 times,
Yeah.
it gets old. I mean,
I agree. I don't disagree.
I don't think Bimini ever gets old.
So I will tell you from being there before, I agree 1,000% on that one. Bimini, 100%. People always say, I don't want to go back to Bimini. I've been there. And I'm like, yeah, have you though? Have you been there? Have you really done the beach club? Because if you haven't done the beach club, then you haven't done Bimini. And I only say this because you can do whatever you want in Bimini, obviously, but the beach club is included. It's part of the experience, and it's so relaxing. You can make it relaxing. You can party constantly. You can do whatever you want to do in Bimini. Like, it could be your own experience. You can float the day away in the ocean, or you can float the day away in the pool. But I promise you this, if you float the day away in the pool, you're going to get a lot of music and a lot of partiers, which is totally fine.
You may get tipped over.
Yeah, and you might get tipped over. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I say. I mean, I love Bimini. You love Bimini too. So, but it's crazy to me that people are like, I don't want to go to Bimini. I'm like, wait, what? It's like, wait, what? Have you really experienced it? Listen, when Jean Lash, when she came back, she was like this. I go, what'd you think of Bimini? She's like, I was there for 5 minutes. I go, whoa, what? So people do like, just kind of, if it's not, I guess if beach and chilling is not your thing, we chill and work. So that's the nice part.
Yes. We work and then we have fun.
Yes, that is very true. We do work and then have fun. All right. The next one is Cartagena and Caribbean Faves. This is another 11-nighter. This is at the end of 2025. It's December 2nd through the 13th. It's on the Valiant Lady. It leaves from Puerto Rico. This is when the Valiant makes her way over there. So she has now left Miami and made her way over there. So it's probably pretty much the same as the one I said earlier, but it's Puerto Rico, Cartagena, Curacao, Aruba, Martinique, Antigua, and St. Martin. But it just gives you another option if the other time didn't work for you. And then there's also the one way to SJ on the Valiant Lady, which I just kind of talked about that she was over there. So November 3rd or the 2nd through the 8th, she leaves Miami and goes to Puerto Plata and St. Martin and Tortola. And then San Juan. And then that's when she starts all of her lovely turns over there. So then next year, again, December 13th through the 20th, there's St. Lucia, St. Martin on the Valiant Lady for 7 nights in Barbados. That's a good one. It has St. Kitts, St. Lucia, Dominica, Barbados, and St. Martin out of Puerto Rico. So that's what she's doing over there. And then one more Valiant Lady, I think. One more. 10 nights over there. Sun-soaked seas in St. Isles. Again, Tortola, St. Kitts, Antigua, Martinique, Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Martin. So I know I keep repeating the same islands, but the point that I want to make is that while they go to the same islands, there's different itineraries that do that. So if you're like, oh, it's missing Aruba, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find the one that has the 2 islands. Like at this point, after I've read off every single island, I feel like you'll be able to find the one that has Aruba and St. Kitts. I mean, I'm throwing out islands. I don't know. Like whatever the two in your head that you're like, I've never been to those two. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find them on here, which is very nice. And you can do 10 nights. You can do 7 nights. You can do anything that leaves from San Juan is going to be 7 to 11 nights. Always. It's always a 7-nighter. That's the shortest out of there. Well, unless you're doing the return, which is a 6-night.
Right.
And then you have this one in the middle. This is the one I keep trying to sell. July 20th through the 27th, which is Grand Turk, Puerto Plata, and more. That's a beach club, Puerto Plata, Grand Turk, on July 20th, which I keep telling Kelly that I wish we could do it, but we can't because we're gone.
Yeah, we're gone.
That one I would have loved to have done. So yeah, so that's like, I mean, we kind of went over, did I miss anything that you think we should have touched on?
No, I think you covered it. I think another cool thing about Virgin is they stay late in these ports. I mean,
when she says that, I can't help but thinking about Aruba. I know we've told this story, but it makes me giggle every single time.
That just popped in my head too. But they do. They stay late. I mean, we did get to stay in Aruba till midnight. I mean, not every cruise line does that.
Yeah.
They do stay overnights sometimes too. I don't know that there's in the Caribbean right now overnights.
Overnights, no. In the Caribbean, I don't think so either.
Okay. But in the Med, they do. They will be on the Brilliant Lady will be staying overnight in Barbados.
Brilliant Lady we will? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's 2 years. We decided to not confuse everyone and make this like the most confusing itinerary or podcast on the planet and talk about all the itineraries. We probably could have made it a little more easy to understand, but I don't think so.
No.
I think we're doing it the best way we possibly can. There's no there's so many cool one-offs. I think this is the point I'm trying to get across, like I said just a second ago, is that there's so many one-off itineraries that are not just normal itineraries that I feel like, you should just definitely look at that. Yeah? Good?
Yeah.
All right. We're moving on to
the Med.
Yeah. We're going to the Med.
Going to the Med.
Because there's nowhere else. Now that I think about that.
Not yet.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, I guess we should say Europe and just include
true.
North and South, right?
Yes.
The whole thing. So let's talk about the normal so that we don't have to go over that. So cool thing that they do the normal over there. So you're going to do your Barcelona turns. You're going to do
Athens.
Greek Island Glow is returning next year, and so is the Adriatic Gems. Am I saying that right?
Adriatic Sea.
Yeah.
And Greek Gems.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes, it is returning.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. Shoot, is it not? I thought I found it.
I don't know. I
No?
don't see it on my spreadsheet.
Okay, just kidding. It's not returning, but the Greek Island Glow is. All right, I think it's actually what's coming back, which is pretty much the same thing, is Istanbul, Santorini, and more. That's not it. Sorry. There's one that has all the names in it. Where is it, Kelly? You do it.
I'm looking.
Did you find it?
I'm looking.
Look at, there's so many. We're like scrolling through these.
There's Corfu, Dubrovnik, and
I think that's
more.
what it is. Is that one repeat several times?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yes.
And then Starry Nights in Greece
Yes.
and Croatia is several times as well.
Okay, so you want to go over those two. So let's stick to Greece. We'll stay in the south here for a little bit, southeast, and then we'll move our way west, north. We're doing it geographically.
Yes.
Yes, nailed it. Oh my gosh.
So I think we should mention that they do obviously have to get the ships from San Juan over there, from Miami over there. So there are transatlantic sailings as well, which are like 14, 15 night sailings.
Yeah.
But a lot of sea days.
Yes, a lot of sea days,
So
which we've talked about a bazillion times that we're not sure that we could ever do a transatlantic. I think we should bet each other, and whoever loses the bet has to do the transatlantic. But then we're dragging the other on, so it doesn't matter. They're
very
still
true.
they're still screwed either way.
Myself.
Yeah. So even if we do this whole bet and like say we're if you lose, you got to do it. The other one's going, so we're both losing either way.
Yep.
But we do say that we're not doing that. So, but I think one of these days we'll eventually end up doing it.
Yeah.
Just to say we did it. So go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, so I was just going to go over some of the sailings on Resilient Lady. So there's the Dubrovnik days and Mykonos nights. I don't have all the ports here.
Okay, I do.
Just have a list.
I got that. So you can then say that. So it leaves from Athens, of course. Sailing day goes to Croatia, Dubrovnik, to Croatia. So I think it says Split or Spilt. I can't read it. Shoot.
I think it's Split.
Is it? Okay. And then Dubrovnik, geez Louise, and Montenegro, sailing day, and then Mykonos, and then back to Athens. So that is the Dubrovnik days and Mykonos nights. And the Mykonos nights is late night. A lot of them are late nights. So Split and Dubrovnik are late night, and so is Mykonos. So it does. I don't have times, but you get to stay late. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, and then the Greek Island Glow, which we have done before, which was amazing.
Yep. That one, I think, is remaining the same. Hold on. I might not have taken a picture of it.
So that was Santorini.
Oh, here it is. Yep,
Rhodes.
Still the same. Bodrum. Sailing day.
Mykonos.
And then Mykonos overnight.
Yeah. Oh, it's still doing overnight?
Yep.
Oh, good. Good.
I know.
And then what do we have? Istanbul, Santorini, and more.
Istanbul. I have that one somewhere. Just kidding. Somewhere. Wait for it. Maybe I didn't take a picture of it. Oh, there it is. Yes. And this one is an 11-night sailing, sprinkled in May through September of next year. And that one, again, leaves from Athens, has a sailing day, and it's overnight in Istanbul. Sailing day, Ephesus. Yeah, Ephesus. And then Mykonos, Rhodes, Santorini, Croatia. No, I'm reading that. Crete. And then sailing day, and then back to Athens. So, that's a cool nice one.
Yeah.
Dang.
That hits a lot of ports.
I was going to charter a ship to do that, and now I'm like, maybe we just get on Virgin.
What are we doing in May?
That was what I was going to make us go on.
Okay, segue back.
Okay, yeah, back to this.
Okay, then we have Starry Nights in Greece and Croatia.
Is back. Starry Nights. Everyone loves Starry Nights. Where the heck is it? There it is.
It has a couple of sailings because this year they had one and it sold
out
super quick.
Yep. So that one's Santorini, Bodrum, Mykonos overnight, sailing day, Dubrovnik, Kotor, and Corfu, sailing day, and then Athens, Montenegro, basically. I said it wrong.
Okay, and then we mention? I know we mentioned Corfu, Dubrovnik, and more, but I don't know if we went over that itinerary.
I think I did.
Okay,
thought I did.
I think that hits all of
Greece.
Yeah.
Maybe Corfu, Dubrovnik, and more. Oh, maybe we did. Did we not? Shoot, I thought we did. Well, it goes to Greece and in Croatia. If we didn't. Okay, so that's Greece. Then moving back, and that was Resilient Lady, right? So then moving back to Barcelona, because those are the two ports that they use out of there. Barcelona will have who? Scarlet? Yes. So Barcelona is Scarlet. Go ahead, hit that for me.
So actually, it's leaving from Miami and going to Casablanca and Barcelona.
That's right.
So it's doing a transatlantic. That will be May 3rd, 2025. That's not the one. That might be a cool sailing.
Cool transatlantic. Yeah. I don't think I have that one.
And then the first sailing will be Barcelona to Palma, Ibiza, and more.
Hold on. Just making sure. Okay. Barcelona. Goodness gracious, you guys, there's so many.
There are.
Barcelona to
Palma.
Oh, here it is. Found it. I
know. There's all kinds of Barcelona too. Blah blah blah.
I know. So that's a nice part. So they did a little switching. So let's talk about the Med for 1 second. Last year and the year before, it was pretty basic. And I don't want to use the word basic because I feel bad. That sounds terrible. We had the best time. We did both of them. We just didn't do the other. So there was 4 itineraries over there, and they just basically flipped. And we did 2 of the 4. So we did one in Greece, one in Barcelona. We talked about going back this year, but I can't remember why. We were just really busy. We had a lot going on. So we didn't make it back, which against my better judgment in my poking of Kelly. We didn't make it. So next year we're not missing it. She doesn't know that yet, but I've put that on my brain that we're not missing it next year. So
we have lots of things next year too.
Oh yeah, that's right. I say that we're not missing it, but we are actually doing one big one. So we'll talk about that. We're getting there. So the cool part is that they've kind of changed the itineraries for the Med at this point, and they're a little judged, right? So Barcelona to Palma, Ibiza, and more. Leaves Barcelona, goes to Cannes, Corsica, sailing day, Palma, and then Ibiza overnight, and then back to Barcelona. So it cut out. Gosh, what did it cut out in there? What was that one we went to where they having the protests? Oh my God, and we rode the bikes. We laughed so hard. Marseille, cut out that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we didn't do Corsica.
No.
So that was a new one. So that's really cool. So the next one, sorry, go ahead.
Next one's Barcelona to Rome and more.
This is the one, you guys, that I want on so bad. Like, I don't know why, but I need to be on the sailing. So it's May 25th through June 1st. And it leaves Barcelona and has a sailing day, goes to Rome. Hello, people. Hello, Motherland. And then Marina di Carrara, Corsica, overnight in Ibiza, which I love so much. And then Barcelona. So this, I want on the sailing so freaking bad. I can like taste it. It's May 25th through June 1st, which is amazing. And that other one, that Barcelona to Palma, was May 18th through the 28th. Okay, go ahead.
Then we have Barcelona, Palma, Rome, and
many more. That's because it's 11 nights and it's June 1st through the 12th. And it's Barcelona, Cannes, sailing day, Palma de Mallorca, overnight again in Ibiza, thank God, because you cannot not overnight in Ibiza. Then Corsica, then overnight in La Spiazza. La Spiazza? I can't read it. I'm sorry. It's not because I can't read, but because it's blurry. Rome and sailing day and then back. So that is a really cool sailing.
So those
do we have time for that?
A couple times, actually.
That one repeats a couple times. It actually says June 1st through the 12th on here, but I think they have to do that because to fill in some of that spotting.
Yeah.
Right.
The next one is southern Spain and Casablanca.
Hold on, let me get there. Let me get there. There it is. Okay, that one's June 12th to the 22nd, and it's Barcelona. Oh boy, Malaga. Oh gosh, see, it's blurry and I can't read it. Shoot, a bunch of Spain. I know it's terrible. Casablanca, sailing day, Valencia, Palma de Mallorca, Ibiza. Shoot, I can't read the other words. But there's a bunch of Spain. Basically, it's a lot of Spain. If you've wanted to go to Spain and you're like, oh, I missed all these other little cities, this is the sailing for you, which is really cool because I have to be honest, like, I don't know any other ship that again, it's almost like chartering a yacht. Like, it is very rare. Like, I don't want to throw any other cruise ship under the bus or any cruise line under the bus, but fact of the matter is they're not doing this. They're not doing just Spain and going in these little tiny like areas and just going in there, which I think is amazing. So if Spain is something you really, really want to see, this is the itinerary for you. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, we have Barcelona to Cannes, Rome, and more.
Oh, God. I don't know if I have that one. Barcelona to Cannes, Rome, and more?
Yep. That is on June 22nd.
Well, we're going
to... Lady. We don't know what the more is at the moment. But...
Oh, my God. Yeah, because I think I lost it. Oh, just kidding. I have it. Here we go. All right. Barcelona, Cannes, Marina de Carrara, Rome, and then overnight in Ibiza and a sailing day in there. So that's and that is June 22nd through the 29th. Okay.
All right. We have Florence, Rome, Palma, and more.
I do not have that one. I'm going to go with no. I'm going to go with no. I don't have that one.
Okay. How about Spanish and Italian hot spots?
I do have that one. I remember that one. I remember seeing it. Spanish? Where the heck is it? Okay, Spanish, Italian hot spots. Okay, maybe we need to do this one. Oh my God. All right, it leaves from Rome and it goes to Naples, Palermo, or because because I can't see it. Sicily. Sailing day, Marina de Carrara and Corsica, and then back to Barcelona. So it's a one-wayer. Ooh, and that is July 6th through the 13th, and we can't do it.
We cannot.
That's very sad.
So that...
What?
6 to the what?
It says 6th through the 13th.
Oh, I wonder if they
7
chartered
nights.
something between the 13th and our sailing on the 27th,
Oh, really?
which is England to Iceland,
Okay, hold on.
Norway.
I should know this by heart. I don't. Okay. Is it Portsmouth to... No. Where is it? Portsmouth to Amsterdam. No. That's not it. I didn't do it.
Oh, no.
Here it is. I found it. July 27th. Okay. Portsmouth to Amsterdam overnight, which I'm really excited about. Sailing day, Norway, Bergen, Norway, Larwick, Scotland, sailing day, and then Iceland, and Iceland, Reykjavik, 2 nights or 1 night overnight till they kick us off. Which is amazing. So we're doing that July 27th through August. Just kidding. Why are you going away? 6th.
Yeah.
And then what's next?
Reykjavik to Amsterdam and Portsmouth. So
Okay, so it
it's
goes backwards. It has to go back. Hold on. It's got to go back. Where'd it go? Okay, so this time it does not stop in Norway on the way back. So on the way back, it does the 3 Icelands, a bunch of sailing days. So 2 sailing days. It stops in Larwick, Scotland. And then that's my Irish accent, apparently. And not my Scottish accent. Then a sailing day. And then it does an overnight in Amsterdam, and then a sailing day, and then Portsmouth. So you do not get Norway on the way back. So if Norway is your thing and you really wanted to see it, you got to go do it going from Portsmouth to Reykjavik. On the way back, there's no Norway. All right, next.
Portsmouth to Ireland, Scotland, and more.
Okay. So then that one leaves again. It's 13 nights, August 17th, and it's Portsmouth, overnight in Amsterdam, Bruges, Belgium. Sailing day, Scotland, 2 Scotlands, which is Kirkwall and Stormaway. Oh gosh, forgive me because it's blurry. Again, not my eyes, the picture. Sailing day, then more Glasgow, Scotland, Belfast, Ireland, which I didn't use my Irish accent. What was I thinking?
You should have used your Scottish accent on that one.
Sailing day in Dublin, Ireland. I can't do it now. Ireland, and then sailing day, and then back to Portsmouth. So basically, you're going in a nice big circle all around there. So that one's actually really cool. It's almost like the British Isles, but they couldn't call it that. All right, keep going.
English sights and European delights.
Oh, Madon. All right, I do have this one because you know what? It went really, really well this year, so which is why they brought it back. Please tell me I have this one. Maybe I thought I would just do it off memory because... Oh, I do have it. Okay, so this went really well this year. This is a normal sailing for most cruise lines. This is what they'll do coming out of Portsmouth. They'll go down the Bay of Biscayne? Shoot, I never get that right because I get it confused with Miami. Miami's is the same. So it's something like that. It comes down through there and it stops in La Coruna, Spain, Bilbao, Spain, Bordeaux, France, and then sailing day, and then back up to Portsmouth. So sometimes it'll stop in Paris. They don't. Virgin is not stopping in Paris, but that's the English sights and European delights. But I will tell you, I just did this sailing not on Virgin, on a different cruise line a year and a half ago. It was phenomenal. I loved every second of it. It was probably, it's up there. Let's be honest. It was just a great sailing because of all the stops in Spain was so great. I mean, the whole thing was just, I just really enjoyed it. And I ate a lot of cheese and I like cheese. It was good. All right, here we go.
Next is Portsmouth to Amsterdam and Bordeaux.
Portsmouth. Where the heck is it? Portsmouth, Amsterdam. Okay, here we go. All right, Portsmouth, Amsterdam overnight, Belgium, sailing day, Bordeaux, sailing day, back to Portsmouth. So that is September 8th through the 12th, or 5th? 5th through the 12th.
Then it's Portsmouth to Lisbon, Casablanca, and Spain.
Okie dokie. This one is September 12th through the 25th. It's 13 nights on the Scarlet Lady. It is Portsmouth, 2 sailing days. La Coruna. I hope I read that right. Lisbon, Portugal overnight, which is awesome. Sailing day. Casablanca, Morocco. Sailing day. Oh gosh. It's blurry. Spain, I want to say it says Madalgo, but I honestly don't know. That's probably not the right word. Sorry. Malaga. Lovely. And then Ibiza overnight, and then back to Barcelona. Barcelona. Do, 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 do.
It goes back to Barcelona?
Yeah, that's what it said. It ends in Barcelona.
Okay. Then let's pick up in Barcelona. Okay, Barcelona. To Cannes, Rome, and Tuscany.
Barcelona. Okay, I had this one. I know. Here it is. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so it's 12 nights, September 25th through October 7th. Barcelona, Ibiza overnight, Palma de Mallorca, sailing day, Cannes, Corsica, France. Jeez Louise. Oh gosh. Italy. Sardinia, Italy, sailing day, Florence, Pisa, Italy, sailing day, Naples, Rome.
Nice.
Wow. That's
a
September
nice
25th
one.
through the 7th of October. We can't do that one either, can we?
No, we can't.
For the love of everything holy.
Then we have Italy to France and Spain.
Italy? Because she's coming back. Okay. She leaves from Rome, obviously. Goes sailing day, does Sardinia, sailing day, Marina de Carrera, Corsica, Cannes, sailing day, Valencia, Barcelona. And that is on October 7th through the 16th, 9 nights.
October 7th. And then she heads back to Miami.
Then she does her TA. Oh my gosh, that was a lot of work.
It was a lot of work.
That was a lot. I'm sure you're all like, blah, blah, blah. But key points are there are so many great sailings that are not normal sailings. Like, honestly, even just, I'm so glad that we did that, to be honest, because I don't think we even realized how many great sailings there are next year that people are missing. So we should probably do a better job at highlighting them. That's our job.
Yeah. And if
travel
you
agents.
want to sail 7 nights, 10 nights, 12 nights, 15 nights, I mean, Virgin has those sailings. You don't have to piece together 2 back-to-back sailings. Yeah. You can do one and hit all the points.
Yeah. Very, very cool. I think that's finally what they're hearing people say that, and that they're finally doing it. So I'm glad that it's finally happening.
Yes.
All right. Well, that was a lot of itineraries. We're going to leave you with that. And we'll see you next week. So let us know if you need anything. If you are on Facebook and you are not in our group, it's Virgin Voyages Cruise Tips and Deals. We post a lot of things. You can follow us there. I'm also Samantha-Fabulous at Adventures Travel. And Kelly is
Kelly-Fabulous Adventures Travel.
You can find us on Facebook and follow us because we're always on board. So we'll see you guys next week. All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll leave you with our favorite phrase, which is, you float our boat, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.